then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors a pit, clip, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear. Shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise. We know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise. We know what our worth is. In paradise, in paradise. We manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive. Are you my parent?
Yes, the truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and I see our boy Drew. Did he leave? I thought Drew was right there. What happened to you, Drew? Our boy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com was on there. I don't know what happened to him. He was there. I don't know what happened to him. Why is it Women Only Wednesday? I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't understand why that's popped up here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out on my YouTube what is the problem.
When they're fresh, 4 days rest, and then you get game one on Saturday night. You don't play again until Tuesday, so you get 2 full days there. So you get 6 days of rest to play 2 games. I mean, that can't set up any better for the Lakers.
Oh, I agree. And like I was listening to somebody today, they were talking about why the hell would the Lakers not want to play them right now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why would you not want to play them right now? You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna have a chance to beat Denver, you want to play them now. You don't want to play them in the third round, or the conference finals. You want to play them now.
Yeah, and you get them out of there now, boy, it sets you up for the rest of the way.
Yeah, it really does.
You really talk about making a final.
It really does. That's why I'm like, when people are saying that, I'm like, man, what the hell are y'all talking about? I mean, if I'm the Lakers, I want to play the Thunder. I mean, I want to play the Nuggets the first round. When I'm fresh, everybody's ready. Plus, you're getting multiple days rest in between. It just makes sense. I mean, you're crazy.
When I look at that schedule, you get Saturday night in Denver at 8 o'clock on ESPN, and then if you win or lose, you don't play again until Tuesday night.
To Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You get a rest, but if you can come back, like you said, and still game one, that gives the Lakers the break. But I don't know if you can do that. But Denver hasn't really played that well down the stretch. Mm-hmm. They really haven't.
No,
They've struggled.
Lost a couple bad games. Jamal's been hurt. I'll be the first to admit Denver's had our number. But let's look at really what happened. The last 4 games last year in the playoffs, every one of those games was either tied or the Lakers were winning in the fourth quarter and then just ran out of gas.
Yep.
They didn't have the leg. LeBron couldn't make a shot. AD was missing free throws. I mean, they just ran out of gas.
And what was
I think if you give fresh legs, they won't get swept this time. I'll guarantee that.
No, I think that the Lakers, to me, they can beat them. They're matched to beat them.
Yep.
They really are. But, you got to think about the fact that AD has been non-existent against Jokic.
Yes.
He's been non-existent against him and Sabonis both. So that's part.
I think they have to know that the window's closing. Right?
Yes.
I mean, it's closing.
Yep, 100%. Like I saw this deal today. I was watching, First Take with Shannon M. and Windhorst. They were beating Brian Windhorst up. Dude, he's right. Okay, there's a bunch of teams in front of the Lakers that were pretty good. Steph and LeBron have played well this year, but the Thunder, the Nuggets, the T-Wolves, the Clippers, the Pelicans. I mean, a lot of teams have played the Mavericks. A lot of teams have played better than them overall.
Yeah.
And so, like he said, you had 82 games to be in the top 6. You didn't get it done for whatever reason.
Nope.
For whatever reason, you didn't get it done.
Well, and just think about this, man. If they don't rest LeBron and AD those last few games, they would 16.
Yeah, 100%. But you know what?
They got nobody to blame but themselves. So.
But I think that they had to do, especially the AD game, that second game, dude. He played 52 minutes. That's a long time, man, for him.
He played 77 games this year.
Yep, that's unbelievable for him. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unheard of. Unheard of. For them just to win 47 games, Drew. Well, 48 if you count the in-season.
But on the flip side of that, they only had the same starting lineup 23 times.
Yeah, no doubt. They were hurt. They're all together right now. Then, of course, in the 9:30 game.
They're saying they get Vanderbilt back for the Nuggets series. They're saying he practiced, so they don't know how good he's going to be, but he's just more depth coming off the bench to play defense.
Yeah, but they got to win the game tonight first before they think about
I
all
think
that.
they
You
will.
got to take.
I think they're going to go full bore. I think they know that they got to win.
I know you didn't send me a deal, but I'm assuming you're saying the Lakers are going to win, right?
I sent it to you.
I didn't see it.
I sent it to you, Nathan, and I said Carrie at, oh, what time was that? 10:57 a.m.
I don't have it at all.
I'll text it to you right now, then you'll be able to look at it.
No, I mean I don't have. The last message I have is from Brandon at 10:22 a.m.
Hmm. I'll just send it to you again. Yeah, I got the Lakers at a pick, and I like the Warriors tonight. Especially with Monk and Huber out, well as they've been playing, they just seem to have Sacramento's number. And then that really sets up for I tell you what, if New Orleans loses tonight, that New Orleans Warriors game will be a good matchup because New Orleans has had the Warriors number.
Yep.
So if you're Oklahoma City, well, I'm telling you, you want to play in New Orleans. You don't want to see Steph. I mean, as a fan, I would love to see Steph and play in here, and those make for fun games. But if you're front office Thunder, you want to see New Orleans a little banged up, missing their best player. I'm not scared of Zion. He doesn't move the needle for me. He's all right. He's not going to take over a playoff series and average 35 games each. He's not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's really not. He's not going to do that at all. I agree with that 100%. Okay, then I'm sitting here looking at the next game. You got Warriors and Kings. The Warriors are minus 2.5 point favorites in Sacramento. I was like, are you kidding me? How the hell are the Sacramento Kings not favorites?
I tell you, that Monk and Huber are huge. They looking down the stretch, they lost, 4 out of 6 of their last 6
Yeah, they
games
did.
without this guy? Monk's the bigger loss because
I agree.
Monk provides them a scoring punch off the bench. He'll come in and give you 20 when they go to the bench, and some of those younger guys, especially playoff time, haven't been able to make a big shot. I mean, look at the second half against Oklahoma City when they came in here. Oklahoma City put the pressure on Fox, and then those guys couldn't make wide open shots, and they just kept shooting three.
Yeah.
So, and for whatever reason, Golden State seems to play Sabonis tough. They just Draymond seems to give him fits. They just kind of rotate guys in and off of him, and it's not surprising that he doesn't play better against them.
Yeah, it just blows me away, man. I just think that they should be better than what they are for whatever reason. They can't get it done, and they need to. They really need to. But I'm liking to get both games tonight. Lakers at the Pelicans and the Warriors at the Kings.
It'd be a fun night of basketball, though. I think both of them are going to be pretty good games.
Yeah, I think you're going to have. I agree. I think you're going to have the Warriors and Pelicans for that 8th place seed. And I think that Oklahoma City. I mean, I like Golden State, but to me, they can't put together 4 games. They just can't. Now, Steph can get you 1. He maybe can get you 2, but I don't know if he can get you 4 by himself. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he can get you 4 by himself, Drew. I just don't. Are you there? Did I lose you, Drew?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was ordering a little food. Sorry.
Okay. But anyway, that's kind of how I feel about them. I don't know if they can get it done like that. I just don't. I really don't.
Yeah, like I said, that would be fine. I just think that for whatever reason, I mean, Seth has played well against the Kings. Draymond's getting fits. Klay Thompson started to play better. I mean, OKC may not want to see them. They're one of the hotter teams in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Well, the thing with OKC, though, Drew, the thing that I like about the Thunder is that they're tired of hearing this nonsense.
Oh, yeah, they are.
But my bottom line is going to be your coach, the coach of the year, okay, the problem is, like I said the other day, he won coach of the year because nobody saw his fucking play. Nobody saw the Thunder play. They just go by that we had a 17-game winning deal over last year, 16 the year before. That's what they're going by. Nobody saw us play. Nobody. Because I'm like, if you just saw him play, saw him coach, there's no way in hell you'd have gave him coach of the year if you saw him as much as we did. No way. Not with the stuff that he did. No way. You're not giving. You'll be questioning him left and right.
I think that they do hear there's a lot of noise, but my whole thing is you get 2 teams that are going to give them really fits in the first round. If and this probably has only happened one time in the history where the 1 seed draws, between them 9-time champs.
Yeah. Well,
you get
I know.
LeBron and his four, or Steph and his four, 8-time, and then all the champions on the floor in a first round matchup. And that's just a tough draw being the one seed.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is, the way I see it is this: if the Thunder give the ball to SGA at the end of the games, and then when they're supposed to instead of J-Dub, they're going to win. If he puts J-Dub in to showing them in the spot he is the man instead of SGA, you're going to cause issues, one with SGA, and you're going to cause turmoil, which is going to hurt the team. It's about possessions. And then the second and most important thing is lineups. Who the hell are you going to have on the floor? Now, you notice against Dallas when they made their run, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, Drew, the five you got to have is SGA, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen, Wiggins, and Jay Will, and then Chet.
Yep.
That's when you have that group in there. That's your five. I'm talking about against the second team.
I agree with you.
That's your five.
It's a great matchup for Golden State, but both aesthetically and game wise for the Thunder. You just got to worry about Clay and Steph just getting hot and beating you.
No, I get that, Drew, but I'm talking about for 4 games. I don't see him doing that for 4 games. I don't trust Clay for 4 games.
I don't either.
Not 4 games. 2 games, maybe. 3 games, possibly. 4 games, I don't trust him. I just don't. I think Clay is out of there. He wants to get let me get away from Draymond and this drama and all this, and them not playing me, not playing me, not giving me respect I've earned over these years. I'm done. That's what I think Clay's doing.
As a fan, I hope they play Golden State because that'd be fun to catch those games. They'll be must-watch TV.
Yeah, well, I went by and looked at the 2012 season when they went to the finals, and really the 4-2 series against the Spurs. Because they beat the Lakers 4-1, the Mavericks 4-0, Lakers 4-1, and then had 4-2 against the Spurs. And I looked at everybody, I was like, yeah, well, the Spurs, that's because James Harden went crazy. He went crazy in that series. And that's the only reason why he beat the Spurs. But like I told people, we weren't matched up to beat the Heat. We weren't matched up to beat them. No way. No way. Wasn't happening. We did not match up. We didn't have an answer for LeBron and D-Wade.
It's the same problem now. The Heat played bully ball against them with big boys.
Yep, that's what they did.
Did the same thing to him then as he would do now.
Yep, that's exactly what would happen. Just bully him. But on the thing with that is that the difference is now LeBron, that was 12 years ago.
Right.
Okay, LeBron he ain't got bully ball in him in the third round to do that 4 times. No. He don't have that in him anymore.
Doesn't. But then they got AD, and AD's the problem.
Yeah, but AD don't have it in him. I don't trust him that much either. I trust, like I said.
No, not in a final. Not if they get stretched.
Yeah, they get stretched. Yeah, they're not gonna get there. They just they're old no matter what you say. And I don't trust Austin Reeves, and I definitely don't trust D'Lo.
I like Austin Reeves a lot.
No.
I think he's
Drew,
a nice player for him.
I'm talking about for 4 games. That's what I'm talking about. For 4 games, I don't trust him. I definitely don't trust D'Lo. I don't trust anybody they got for 4 games. And that's what you got to say is you got to win 4 out of 7, not 2 out of 7, not 3 out of 7. You got to win 4 out of 7. And all I know is if the coach plays the correct lineups, and he puts the ball in SGA's hands at the end of the quarters and don't give away possessions, the Thunder will win. They're going to be harder because in the last 2 years, 2.5 years, dude, they've had so many 1-point game or close games. It's ridiculous. And I think that's the one thing everybody overlooks.
Part of me play a little devil's advocate is these guys are young, man. There's a lot of young.
No, Drew, I understand that. That's my point. If you put the ball in SGA's hands and SGA goes to work, then that frees them up to be free instead of putting pressure. Oh, we're not scoring. I got to do something, and then they're not capable. But when there's no pressure on them,
it's going to depend on how the games are officiated.
Yep. Well, we ain't gonna get that. First of all, they ain't gonna get no calls. They're not getting no calls.
Right. SGA's going to get pushed around in the playoffs.
100% he's going to get hit.
Get up on him.
Well, but he don't care. Nobody wants to guard him close because he's going to go by him.
No.
The question is, when he gets to the basket, are they going to call calls, give him the calls?
Which is where Golden State's a great matchup for Oklahoma City because he can do whatever he wants.
Well, whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants against anybody he plays. But the problem is with the Lakers and Minnesota are the toughest ones because they're so long.
Yeah. They're just too long.
They're throwing 6'9s and 6'10s. Now he is 6'6", 6'7", but still, You're 6'9", 6'10", coming at him, physical,
Yeah.
almost as quick as he is.
And just a rotation.
In
Too,
rotation.
not the same guy.
1, 2, 3, 4,
different
5.
guys.
Yep, but all the same height, like you mentioned. But like I said, with
Yeah.
the Thunder, put the ball in SGA's hands. Let him do the work, and I can promise you.
Thanks, brother.
And that's what I don't understand is, to me, is this is what I don't understand. They're going to double team SGA at the end of games to take the ball out of his hands because they're afraid of him.
100%.
Afraid of
They're
him.
going to make Jada beat you.
And why would you not give J-Dub the ball in space where he can attack 4-on-3?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's dangerous. But if you put it to where you're going to make him bring the ball up the floor, the Knicks showed you what to do. That's why we didn't see him no more. Hey, Josh Hart up in his face.
Yeah.
They're gonna come at him full court, and he ain't gonna make the right decisions. 1, because he's young. 2, he's never been in that situation. And 3, on top of that, he ain't the dude for that. He's a 2A, not a 1A. And I know people get mad at me, but that's the truth.
I just, back to our point, I just think people are overlooking the fact that New Orleans, they're looking at it too, not just the Lakers. So, New Orleans is like, hey, I'd rather take my chances than Oklahoma than I would with Denver. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Wouldn't you?
Especially if you could rest Ingram for 2 more days and then have him in a playout against Golden State. Would that game be at Golden State or would it be at New Orleans?
Which one?
If New Orleans loses tonight,
they're playing at home twice.
Is that game at New Orleans?
They're playing home twice.
Sacramento Golden State.
Twice. They're playing home twice.
Playing home twice, yeah. See, so you get the Lakers in there. If you could rest Ingram 2 more days, have him for at least 80% home game against Sacramento or Golden State to get you to play Oklahoma City, boy.
Yeah, Drew. Because what they're doing, Drew, is they're sitting him because of the fact that they need him down the stretch. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So I just think there's a lot in it tonight that everyone wants to do. Because they could come out and just lay an egg and get pounded.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what could happen. 100%, Drew. That's what's happening. You got to be worried about that. But my thing is this. I like the fact that they're dissing the Thunder so much. I just do. As a former player,
turns the basketball gods against you.
It really does. It really does, man. And the Lakers trying to lose on purpose, which is what I'm like, why? That's spoken by somebody who wasn't an athlete. If you're an athlete, you have never.
I think that whole scenario is out the window. I don't think they're going to do it.
No, they want the Nuggets now, where they know they can beat them now. They're fresh.
Yeah.
They're gonna get rest. You got plenty of time in between. You got some rest. You can get game 1 or game 2.
And I don't know. And looking at that, you think if the Lakers, let's say they win tonight and they get beaten 6 by Denver or 7 or whatever, you think Darvin Ham gets fired?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
You got to beat Denver to keep his job.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. That's another thing. He's playing for his job, so we'll see.
Yeah, Drew, I don't see him doing. I just don't see it with him. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be tougher than what they. He knows he's got to win. And plus, I don't think LeBron and them are as happy with him this year as they were before the first year.
No.
I think they're done.
His substitution patterns have been horrible.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
If he was coach of Oklahoma City, you'd never hear about it.
No, but no. This is my thing. If Oklahoma City was on TV as much as the Lakers, you would hear about it.
Yeah, did you catch Keyshawn Johnson this morning?
No, I did not.
Well, it's pretty good. Him and Skip were talking about the MVP race, and Keyshawn said exactly what you said. He said, he's like, I only watched Shea play 2 times. 2 times he played the Lakers, and 1 time he played the Clippers. He's like, I really never got to watch them because they weren't on national television very much. He's like, and I've watched Jokic play 40 times.
Yep.
He's like, and he's defending champ and defending MVP. He's like, he's gonna win the MVP whether we think he deserves it or not. He's like, you can go through history and he's you guys that probably should have won it but didn't maybe won it the year after or the year after that. He's like, a lot of things are just going against SGA to win it this year.
And the biggest issue, Drew, Oklahoma City wasn't on TV.
100%.
They weren't. And then the games that you were on TV at the end, he was hurt, which 100% I agree. You don't play him against Philly. You don't play him against Boston. You sit him
Nope.
100%. Because when he came back for the Knicks game, it was clear he was still hurt. But my point is, at the end of that game, that play was designed for who? J-Dub, like what the coach always does. And Josh said, to hell with that. I'm giving the ball to SGA because we want to win. Don't care what you talking about, dude. We're trying to win. We as players, we know who we're going to put the ball, who's got to, and what is SGA, Drew? And I talk about this. I was saying this is what the Thunder, they don't even promote him because they don't want him to win. They don't.
Yeah. How many of those were Jordan? 4 of them? Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yep, I agree. I agree. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in a total agreement with you. I think people sleeping on the Thunder thinking that they backed into the one seed, that they're just going to come in here and beat them because they're young. Not going to happen. I mean, the Lakers have a decided advantage over them from the inside presence and just having LeBron. But some of these other teams, I don't. I mean, I would favor the Thunder over everybody else if they're going to play in the first round. Yeah.
Of the playoffs, I mean, I'm not afraid of anybody. You know,
Mavericks Thunder will be a 7-game series.
Yep.
If the Mavericks beat the Clippers.
That's the only team I'm afraid of. Like I said, with my heart,
I think we would go 7 with the Clippers as well.
yeah, my heart says Thunder, my head says Mavericks. Because they've won 15 out of their last 17 games, not counting the 2 that they gave away. Okay,
Just think about the Thunderdome on a Saturday night.
Oh,
7 with
dude,
the Mavericks.
ooh,
Yeah.
rocking,
That'd be
brother.
electric.
Hey, dude, I tell people, I said, man, y'all, the problem is people forgot what it was like in 2012,
They forget.
2010,
Short-term
2013.
memory loss.
Yeah, it is. I said, dude, it was rocky. Well, you come out there with your ears ringing. And, you know, everybody's up. Even the commander's getting out of his chair jumping, Drew. He was jumping up. I looked down, I was like, wait a minute. When's the last time you did that? I don't, you know, and I just, to me, it's just, I'm not afraid.
You got a little taste of it against the Kings the other night.
Yeah, you did.
That fourth quarter.
Yep,
He
yep.
started rocking.
And but I just look at it and I'm thinking, the only teams that I'm really, really, truly afraid of are the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Mavericks. Those teams I'm really afraid of. T-Wolves then will be my fourth.
They can beat the T-Wolves. They can beat the Clippers. They can beat New Orleans. They can beat the Warriors.
To beat
I mean, the Mavericks will be at the toss-up series, and I think the Nuggets probably get them in 6.
Yeah, but like I tell everybody, the Nuggets, you know, to win the game for them with 1.1 seconds left. That's what happened. The fourth game, no, Jokic didn't even play, so you can't even count that. So the Thunder were 2-1 against them.
Pretty even matchup, and that game was in December.
Yep, and you got to remember though. On top of that, well, no, the game they won was in January. The 2 they won back-to-back were in January.
The one that hit the last second shot
was
over Christmas.
That was that, but I thought that was in January. We went back-to-back against them.
It might have been January.
Oh, that was January.
It was early.
Well, no, but it wasn't early. No, Drew. The first game was early. Then this was in January. I'm almost positive. You can go look.
I've been playing at Belle Isle Brewery, and then I got a room at the Sheridan, so across the street.
Yeah, right across the street. Yep. So we're gonna do that on Saturday night because of for him, and then because we do that every year for the pink tie, and then Sunday morning get up, have brunch. Because I told Gary, don't schedule me Sunday morning, bro. I ain't making it. Not making it, bro. I just tell you that right now. I probably won't get to bed till about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be struggling to be up at 11 to go have brunch. Okay, so don't. You know, it's not happening. because my boy is just, that's celebrating
Yeah.
my boy.
And
So
then for sure Tuesday, I'm going for sure Tuesday night. That'll be good. Nate's gonna be. He'll be talking, so I'm gonna ride shotgun with him.
Yep, Tuesday. Yeah, and then Tuesday night, that's going to be the late game. That Tuesday night game. So I'm excited to see that. But and I already know it's gonna be rocking, man. I cannot wait. Which is what we could have did last year, Drew. We
Yeah.
wouldn't have this issue had you not tried to get the number 8 seed. You should have won last year and got these guys playoff prediction. And you and I talked about that on the show last year. Why are
Yeah.
you
Could
not
have
trying to
gotten a
get in the
little experience.
playoffs? Get them some experience for next year when you're coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? And it's just like the Athletics said. Number one, can this coach a superstar? Number one, which clearly he can't. And the second thing is what? The second thing is this. The Thunder are young, and the administration and the players aren't yet ready to win. Because I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You had a chance to win last year to get into the playoffs, get the 8th, 7th, 6th seed, and you didn't do it.
No.
Didn't do it. So,
That chance.
and then
Trying
Jay,
to play bingo with the lottery.
yeah, now you're exactly what happened. And I'm like, dude, I get it, but but the question is, like I said, Drew, what the hell if you got Wemby? What are you gonna do with Chet? You can't have two 7-foot skinny dudes. Can you?
No. Not those two guys.
They're too thin. They're gonna push.
They're two similar games.
I was like, man, I didn't understand that at all, man. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing, Thunder? But whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and we're stuck where we are. So that's kind of the way things are. But like I said, man, we got to be lucky to get who we got. By the way, I almost did here's our question of the day, Drew. I'm going to take a break and we'll come back and I'm going to ask my question of the day and see what your response is to my deal. And I did it on Facebook as well. But anyway, I will give you my response. I want to thank SRB. If you need for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guy Mark Long up. They love to be behind the scenes, working with you or whatever. If you got a complex that you're building or anything like that, hit our boys up over at SRB. Collaborative Logic needs for computers, software to customize for your office to make it run smoother, or website design. Russell Willifort is the dude over at Collaborative Logic. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro.
What's up, Jose?
Needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved. Hit our boy up. He can do it for you with no problem. And at YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they're an equal
Only
housing.
52 steps from downtown historic Yukon, Oklahoma.
Y'all not going to let that go, are you? You're not going to let that go, are you? I can see that. The Equal Housing Lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to be here at Georgia's today. Happy Hog, supporting women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City
Make sure you
area.
get my loans and burn in.
Now she didn't want it. Last 3 times I've gone, she didn't want any. Neither did Randy. So, whatever. I just ate it myself. Pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. But I think, Drew, by the time I get there at 1:15, I think they're done. They're already ready to have lunch. I think that's part of the problem. Or you can go into the YNB, into the main bank in historic downtown Yukon, 52 steps. I can't believe y'all, man. Anyway,
866 in downtown Yukon, Oklahoma.
Unbelievable. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66, the 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, 212 steps from the highway. I guess he counted those, which I know that's a bunch of bull. And then YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd Street between Rockwell and MacArthur. And Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, Oklahoma. 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. Fridays, 9 to 1. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. So, Drew, my question of the day is this. I did ranking the NBA dynasties. Sustained dominance for 5 years minimum. Okay?
Right.
So I'll put a qualifier in there. I got Jordan Pippen for the Bulls because they were 6 out of 8 years. They were dominant. And they were really good before that, except they had one of the best all-time teams they had play against was the Celtics, who I have here as fourth.
And the Bad Boy Pistons.
And the Bad Boy Pistons after that. So I've got them as number 1. Kareem and Magic's Lakers as number 2. Okay, because they went to 9. They won 5 and 9, and they lost to the Celtics, they lost to the Sixers, they lost to the Pistons, and they lost to the Bulls. That's their 4 losses. Okay,
Yep.
so let's not talk about that. Anyway, and then I've got the third. I've got the Duncan, Manu, and Parker Spurs is my third because they were dominant for a long. What did they get? 4 championships or 5?
Yep.
And
We
then
got 5.
then I've got Bird and
4.
McHale. Then I got Bird and McHale's Lakers. I mean Celtics. I have them. And then
You
I
don't
have
have a Havlicek. You don't have the Havlicek.
no.
You want to
I haven't got there yet. And then number 5 is the Steph, Clay, and Draymond Warriors because remember they did it over a length of time. Then I have Shaq and Kobe's Lakers because they should have won 5 or 6 in a row had Shaq been mentally ready to play instead of jacking around like he did.
Yep.
And then honorable mention, I have the Russell Celtics because the reason I went Russell Celtics because there's Heinsohn, there's Havlicek,
Havlicek.
there's the Jones brothers, there's
Yep.
I mean I could go there's so many of them back then. It's just too
Yeah,
many
you
to
could probably
name.
even throw Dr. J Sixers in there.
Well, yeah, but they didn't do it. They
78 to 83.
but they only got one. They were one and they won one,
Yeah.
and they only won one. So and remember that's when they what's the name did his thing then or Magic had his 40 whatever and Kareem should have
Yeah.
been the MVP, not Magic, of that tournament
Yeah.
of that series.
Yeah.
Kareem was
Kareem
dominant
got
until he
hurt.
got hurt that last game, but he was dominant. I mean crazy. And then I've got Clef, KD, Steph, and Clay in the Warriors because he was only there 3 years, so he wasn't there long enough. So that's how I have him ranked. What are your thoughts?
I would agree. I mean, I think the Bulls run. If Jordan doesn't retire, they win 8 in a row. And
Yep.
if he doesn't retire again, they might win 9 or 10.
Yep.
So, very easily could have won 9. 10
Well,
would have been a stretch, but I think they
that's
won
the
9.
administration's fault.
Yep.
That's what that was.
And then I definitely think the 80s Lakers, Showtime Lakers, were right in behind them. I would probably put the Celtics in the next line.
Yeah, I was close because they have one of the greatest teams. This 86 team was one of the greatest teams ever put together. They were ridiculous.
I'd probably put them above the Spurs.
Yeah, I
and,
fought back and forth on that.
Yep.
I just
Yeah,
didn't want to.
I
I didn't
agree.
want to do 3 old school teams. That's why I didn't do it, Drew. I didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
go. I didn't want to go Bulls, Lakers, Celtics, then
I would
Spurs.
probably have Detroit above the KD Warriors, but
No, well you can't because they only had 2. Well, they both had 2, but they only
Yeah.
went to 2. They won 2 in a row, and that was it.
yeah.
Well, no, they went 3 in a row.
Yeah,
They
won
lost the
3.
first time.
Lakers beat the Pistons.
And they won 3 in a row. So yeah, I should have had them in there. My bad. My bad, Pistons. That's what I was missing. And then Shaq and Kobe.
They always get the shaft because everybody hated them.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like these guys at the barbershop were talking about LeBron and how he would have dominated the Pistons. I said, man, shut
No, he
up,
wouldn't
man.
have.
I said he would have got killed. I said, y'all forget, LeBron for the first 6
Bill
years
Laimbeer
couldn't
would've put
shoot.
LeBron in the front row.
Well, I'm saying LeBron couldn't shoot. He's going and driving and being a man child among. I said, but I said, Lambeer was 6'11", 275, 280, 290.
Then you had Charles Oakley.
And then you had Rick Mahorn who was 6'10", 280.
Dennis
Rodman,
Rodman.
they're gonna take him out, man. I said, you tripping. And this is my deal. They're talking about, well, LeBron went to 8 straight finals. He stayed in the East. He didn't come to the West. Come to the West and
Probably
play.
one of the worst stretches for the East in their history.
Well, it was terrible. They were terrible. He wasn't playing anybody. The only thing he had was the Celtics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only thing he had was the Celtics. And he couldn't beat them, and that's when his run made. But I'm like, dude, he stayed in the East. And put it like this, the last 4 years,
I mean, he had a half-court shot against the Magic to win one series.
Yep. And I said, my thing is this. He disappeared twice in the finals.
Got swept.
I said, he disappeared. I said, you can't be the greatest of all time in any sport, and you disappear at the most important time of your sport, in the most important games. You disappear. You can't be the GOAT.
Jordan
can't-
never had one go. Jordan never had a series. The finals got 7, and LeBron got swept twice.
Yep. And let's face it, and had Ray Allen, had they kept Kim Duncan in the game and didn't take him out, Ray Allen don't get to shoot the last shot, the last 3-pointer to send the game in overtime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't happen.
No, I agree.
So I'm like, I can't. Like I said, listen, Michael is the greatest player ever. Kobe is the most skilled, and LeBron is the best all around. He took Magic's spot as the best all around player.
I would agree with that.
I said, that's what happened, dude. I said, but you can't put no matter. I
Just for
said,
pure longevity reasons, too. If Magic doesn't get sick, I think he plays another 5, 6 for the
Yeah,
rest of
his
the
and
year.
that assist record that Stockton broke, he wouldn't even came close to it. He wouldn't
No,
even smelled it. I was like, dude, y'all.
because Magic, people forget Magic was in his prime when he got the hit.
Yep. I mean, it was, dude. I tell you, I said, man, y'all tripping. They talk about, oh, well, these old school guys, there weren't enough athletes. I'll give you that. But all the great players could play today very easily,
Yeah.
very easily. And like I do, like with Tom Brady, I'm like, look, y'all like him all you want to. Tom Brady could not. What did Charles Haley say? He goes, hey, back in the day, I'm gonna take those 2-3 steps, and I'm gonna plant Tom Brady. Okay, give me 15 yards. I'm gonna let him know I'm coming.
Right.
I'm gonna let him know where I am, and he gonna have to
Watch some
watch
of
for
those
me.
hits Terry Bradshaw took in
Yeah,
the
I said,
70s.
dude. I said he went out. He's the greatest winner of all time. He is the greatest quarterback of his generation, barely overpaid because he won. But the greatest of all time, to me, that's got to be Joe Montana or Bart Starr. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I put him at. I'm like, no, dude, you tripping. These guys dominated. And remember, Joe 4-0.
Yeah.
He 4-0.
Well,
So
Bradshaw was 4-0.
and Bradshaw 4-0. I'm like, come on now. But the difference is that
Well, what was Staubach 3-1,
3-1, and the one that he lost, well, no, it was 3-2, 2-2.
3-2,
I
3-2.
think it was two. Was it 3-2? I thought he won twice.
Well, he won. He beat. Let's see,
I think he was 2-2.
2-2, 2-2.
Because remember, Jackie Smith, the greatest catcher tight end of all time,
Yeah.
at that point, dropped a wide open touchdown pass. He never dropped passes, Drew. That was the first time I think I ever saw him drop a pass. He was really, really good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him, you dropped the pass at the wrong time. Unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
But
I agree.
But I tell people, I said, man, y'all tripping, man. Don't discount these old dudes because they're older. I said, Allen Iverson today would kill people. His career would have been at least 4 or 5 more years because he ain't got the wear and tear on his body.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
I think that Mahomes is going to give these guys a run on these Super Bowls.
I do too.
4 or 5.
He's ridiculous, man. And like I tell
really
you,
do.
Mahomes can play at any time. At any time.
You know, if he keeps these wide receivers and players that keep wanting to come play for him, they're gonna be hell. I mean, let's see, he gets hurt.
Dude, my deal is this, Drew. He didn't have no way. He had his last year. I mean, 25 drops or whatever the deal was.
Yeah.
He had 2.
I mean,
he lost 2 games because of drops.
Last year, there was what was it? Scalding. What is his name? Scalding or Scowling? He dropped 2.
Valdez Scowling.
Eagles and then one against the Chargers. They should have won both those games.
Yep. I mean, Sky Moore dropped one against Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Laying them right, putting it right in their
And
hands.
you got to figure, Matt, that the older he gets, when people see, hey, he ain't going to be around much longer, you're going to see some of these wideouts that haven't won a Super Bowl take a pay cut just to go play with him.
Like Randy Moss did.
Yeah, 100%.
But, unfortunately for them, they ran into Steve Spagnuolo and Eli Manning.
Yeah.
That's what they ran into. Spagnuolo.
The guy that gets them is Eli Manning.
And I was sitting there, and this guy was sitting there arguing. He goes, well, but he beat Mahomes twice. I said, bro, the first time in the championship game, what you conveniently forget is he threw an interception, and they called offsides on D Ford. He threw a pick.
Yeah.
That would have ended the game. I said,
Brady's caught the break.
Yeah, I said,
runs the ball up the middle. They don't win now.
Yeah, they don't win. I said, then on top of that, I said, what you forget is the Chiefs didn't get a chance to get the ball after they scored. I said, remember that.
Atlanta imploded.
Yep.
Seattle doesn't run the ball up the middle. I mean, it takes luck to win a championship.
Yep.
I get it.
No. But Drew, I'm just talking about Mahomes and Brady. I said, everybody forgets. Then the Chiefs said, hey, we need to change the overtime rules. The NFL said no. Then as soon as Josh Allen gets beat by Mahomes, they changed the rules. I said, everybody forgets that the Bills, Drew, I don't know if people know this, the Bills voted against changing the rules. Did you know that?
Hey,
they voted against it.
Have you been keeping an eye on what Dallas is happening down there?
Dude, it's ugly, man.
Micah Parsons not showing up for camp. CeeDee Lamb not showing up for camp. Dak Prescott, it hasn't been extended yet. Listen. Dallas they're done with Dak Prescott, bro. I think so too.
After that game, what the problem with Dak Prescott is, his teammates are done with him and ownership is done with him.
Yeah,
Dude,
I agree.
you've had 3 straight years of 12 wins, and then this is what you give me.
You know what? We'll just go ahead and put the cherry on top and solidify it. If Dallas takes Michael Penix Jr. at number 22 in the draft.
I think they do. I think they do. If he's there, they take him.
And then that'll just the writing's on the wall, and then Prescott won't be back.
But Drew,
They'll try to go to veteran minimum.
He wants more money than Mahomes. You're crazy.
It's ridiculous.
You're crazy.
$55 million for one playoff win.
No, he's got. They're gonna pay him 50 over 58 million. I'm like, dude, are you crazy? No, he is not worth that. I know you give me 12 wins, that's great. But what about the playoffs when it counts? You ain't nowhere to be found. And Jordan Love
Baker Mayfield has the same playoff wins.
Dak Prescott, yes, 100%. And is he making what, 30? 30 million or whatever? I'm like, I tell people, Cowboy fans, I'm sorry, I don't see how you can even. I don't see how you pay him. I just don't see it. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't see how you pay Dak. I just don't. And I don't blame Jerry. But my thing is that Micah and CD expect to get paid, but you can't put all your money in 3 guys. Then what?
Yeah.
Then what, Drew?
It's not looking good. There's mismanagement of funds down there and paying guys too much. I mean, it's going to come back to bite them, and especially this year, you got a lot of people not happy. I can't believe that Dallas over/under is 11.5. They're not winning 12 games next year.
Yeah. We're going to do this week. We're going to soon as the NBA is all over, we've got all the schedules out, and I was going to do the other day. I was going to do the Chiefs and the Cowboys schedule, but I think I had the Chiefs I took the Chiefs schedule off is what I did. But I had that on here. Where was it at? I had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Ravens is what I have next. But I did have the Chiefs and the deals because all we have is their away games and home games and who's going to play who. So we're going to come back and do that once the NBA playoffs are done because there's no sense in us trying to do all that right now. That makes no sense.
And another little side note, you got a nice little baseball game tonight, too. Oklahoma State hosting Dallas Baptist, ranked number 7 in the country, the team that knocked Oklahoma State out of the playoffs last year. And that's in Stillwater tonight. Should be a great night for baseball.
Yeah, but Drew.
Okie State in the prediction for the regional has a regional with Dallas Baptist as the 1 seed. So it's a big game for
Again, has a regional with them in it again. Yeah, they want Dallas Baptist for sure. Drew, but the NBA draft, WNBA draft last night.
I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm about to go on a rant. I'm just tired of it already.
No. What I'm just saying is I like what – I looked at tickets for the Indiana Fever. I looked at them when they play Dallas. Okay, that's when I did it for the Dallas. That's what I wanted for Dallas when they play Dallas. That's the only reason why.
I feel like this WNBA has reached a point where it should get jammed down my throat. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, but I just Caitlin going to work the Indiana, and then of course Cameron Brink. Somebody say, why would they take her? Cameron Brink can play. She can shoot the 3. She can break it off the dribble. She can block shots. She's 6'4". She can go.
Twin Towers. They got Reese and the other girl.
Yep. Talking about Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Cardoza. They got Cardoza.
Yeah, Cardoza and Reese.
Yep. Yeah, they went big. Is what they did. They went big. So I just think
I thought it was a great night for the WNBA. I think a lot of people watched it. Caitlin Clark effect, and just all the kind of the personalities that have developed over the years in women's basketball. But ESPN needs to give it a rest.
Dude, no, what it is the women announcers need to give it a rest. Stop comparing them to men. I'm tired of it. Stop it. The greatest shooter ever, men's or women's. No, she not. She's not. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, stay in your – but listen, I understand the frustration that they have. I get that, okay? I get that they've been – like last year, what they did to them in the NCAA compared to what the men got, compared to what they got, that was wrong. As far as weight room and eating and everything, that was wrong. I agree. I agree. And I said that. We talked about that last year about how rude that was and how mean it was. I agree. And they felt like, okay, now here's our chance. Well, don't overdo your power a little bit. Come on now.
100%.
Don't overdo it.
What I was saying yesterday is for me, and I'm not a big women's basketball fan. I respect the game, but I don't sit down and watch a women's game. I play basketball, and I enjoy a more physical, more high flying, more
Athletic.
kind of play.
Yeah.
But I sat and watched 2 women's college basketball games from start to finish. And if you can get me to do that, that's great. I mean, that's where you need to be.
Yes, I agree. I've watched some of it, but I watch players. Like I used to watch it back in the day when Cheryl Swoops and them were playing. I played them.
South Carolina played. Loved watching LSU and Iowa play. Iowa and Nebraska were good games.
I agree.
There was some fun women's college basketball game, which to me is the next step in the process, right?
Agreed.
You start winning over folks like me. You start finding your lane.
Yep, I agree. But my deal is that stop comparing yourself to men.
Yeah.
I understand you've been beat up by the men's sports forever. I get
That will
that.
make you lose fans.
People get tired of it. People get tired of it. I mean, I like it. Listen. Yeah, Drew, like, listen, I understand Caitlin Clark is the darling of the all. I get that. But she ain't Pistol Pete Maravich. She ain't Steph Curry. She ain't. And, she hasn't beat Sabrina Ionescu first. I mean, come on now. She hadn't beat Ionescu first. Ionescu can shoot the basketball. I'm like, I'm just wore out on all this. I'm just wore out on it. And I get what they're saying. I mean, it's your time in the sunshine. I get all that. But don't make the mistake, like I said yesterday.
I like it too.
I said, but don't make the mistake to men. It's different. You know, when they were talking about Gino winning, how many games Connecticut won in a row, who was you playing? You don't need to be 4 teams. Who you playing?
Right.
Come on now. How you going to compare that to a team that you got to beat 10, 12, 13 teams? Come on now.
You literally got every recruit you wanted.
Yes. I mean, I'm like, come on now.
You literally went out and said, I'm going to get the top 10 high school basketball recruits, and the rest of you guys have ready.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like OU's 47-game winning streak in football. That ain't going to be matched. I mean, you get to it should be about 30-something. I think, 34 is the closest one to it or whatever. You can't do it. It's the athleticism and the people. It's not the same. It's just not. Now, I love women's basketball. I love going to women's fast-paced softball. And I love women's soccer. Love all that. We're probably going to make a trip up to Kansas City to go watch the Current. I'm good with all that. But don't throw it down my throat telling me that you're as good as men. You comparing yourself to men. Stop. I'm done with it. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait. So that's just frustrating me, man. I don't know, man. I shouldn't be going off. You got me going off, Drew. So you got me all fired up, man, right now. So, but anyway, who do you like tonight, Drew?
Obviously, I like the Lakers. I think they close them out.
So you're taking what are you taking? The Lakers, the points? Is that what you're doing?
I like the Lakers at a pick, and I like the over 226.